So let's talk about leverage. Are your original partners with Partners Trust involved, or was it your idea? How did the idea germinate, so to speak?
The original idea started about 4 years ago, and my background is in being with Coldwell Banker for 15 years and Sotheby's for 5 years. Prior to starting Partners Trust, I came to the realization, the best way for us to be able to create a level playing field and to give boutique real estate companies the upper hand was to create a network where boutique companies in various locations could have exclusivity in their market and be able to network with like-minded companies. And there are two caveats. You've got to be an independent real estate company, and you have to have a like-minded business outlook.
So a franchised office can't join.
Correct.
Okay.
And so we're in 165 markets. We have 142 members, and that's very, very strong growth over an 18-month period.
So there's no limitation on how many offices the independent could have, though?
That is correct. That is correct. The only limitation that we would have, Jim, is that you're gifted exclusivity in your market, and so you designate what the market is.
Okay, so we have a broker. We have an office in Newton. We have a broker in Brookline. That would probably eliminate our ability to join leverage, for example.
If you're, not to make it complicated, but if your primary office is in a market that's non-competitive and you happen to open a market in another adjacent market to one of the other members, we still honor your main location. We just will promote your other offices. We don't want to stifle. I don't want to stifle growth. The way the vision that we had was to create a national and international platform for independent real estate companies. I mean, I like to think of us as I want to be the largest non-franchise franchise for independent real estate companies. So they don't have to sell. They've got greater strength with the numbers, and they can maintain the autonomy that they've got and the individuality that they want to have.
So on the so a lot of it leverages, I guess, and I'm not using that as a pun, but on the web,
yes, you do.
on the website. So that's where most of your business is coming from. It's coming from the internet, I'm gathering.
Actually, I just got back from a 2-day event in North Carolina rather, and we had 15 presidents meet there from the surrounding area with their staff. So we had 36 people in a really, really content-rich day and a half meeting where we talked about business practices, and we really peeled the onion back. Talked about commissions, talked about retention, talked about elements these men and women wouldn't ordinarily have access to that kind of intelligence. And when you've got a room of owners, when you've got a room full of owners that know that there's no other agenda other than to share the information, and how can we enhance our position? How can we make ourselves bigger, make ourselves grow? It was a great day and a half.
Do you remember my question? I don't remember my question.
I totally digressed. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so let's talk about the business model. It's primarily on the web. You have a network that's being marketed on the web. You go and find the map, you find a broker, and then you're led to the broker's own website and their database of basically the MLS listings. They're all IDX sites, basically, that are linked off of the leverage site, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so if I were a broker and I was part of your network, would I be able to have my property, some special new listing, literally marketed on your site, or it's only through the links to my site that it's going to be found?
You can showcase your specific property, Jim, for your company on the leverage site, and we have a search criteria just for those properties, and the criteria is they've got to be high resolution photos, and the content has got to be sold out completely, bedroom, bath count, and it's got to be a photogenic property. And there's no limit to the number of properties that you can promote for your company on that site.
But it's a manual entry onto your site. It's not taking an MLS data feed.
That is correct, okay. and that's a huge differential. And so you've got to have a marketing person upload the properties,
right?
And we're maintaining quality control that way. And so we're not having, so as a company, you're not putting up hundreds of properties. You're putting up tens and tens of properties.
Right, got it. So, what do you charge a year for membership?
It varies from market to market, and it's a membership fee, Jim. We don't charge referral fees for business that's referred back and forth. And in 2014, we did almost $800 million in referral business.
So it just depends on the size of the market. What?
It depends. Thank you. There are three criteria. It depends on the size of the market, the number of associates that you have in your company, and the demographics in your market. Meaning the average price range, the average value of a property. We want to make it affordable in each market. I'm from El Paso, Texas. The market in El Paso is far different than the market would be in Newport, California, or in the Hamptons in New York.
Okay, you're getting.
So what would the cost be for the average $1 million? Like if the market average is $1 million for a house, and you have an average size company.
The monthly fee could be anywhere from $800 to $1,500 a month.
Okay.
Okay, you were being.
So there's no referral then?
No.
Per sale.
It's a monthly
membership.
fee for a memberbership.
Diana, you pay no referral fees.
Okay.
And what we do is we have monthly think tank sessions where we go online. We are making introductions, president to president, and marketing company to marketing company, at a rate of about 25 personal introductions that we do a week. We've got a membership services staff of 6 people, and all they do, 5 days a week. I say all because it's a big plate to fill. Is making introductions and exchanging information. And I've never had that kind of high touch when I was at a franchise.